It's the Midday Rush with Simply Monica and DJ Petai on Philly Hot Radio.
No stranger to the music industry, she's been featured with R&B artists such as Jill Scott, Anthony Hamilton, Kendrick, Norman Brown, Jeff Bradshaw. What? Her unique vocal delivery was evident on a platinum-selling CD titled Soul Star, which she was featured with Music Soul Child. Carol was one of the background singers for Jill Scott along with Vivian Green before stepping out on her own. Great move, great move. Moving from the background to the forefront. Carol's has made some artistic strides with some of the best producers in the game, such as James Poyser, Anthony Bell, and a lot of other heavy hitters, which comes through on every track that she even puts those vocals on. After partnering with Axis Music Group, a Philadelphia-based record company, Carol spent the majority of her time in 2005 writing material for her project, which came out in 2006. What some may have considered a huge undertaking for an artist to come out naturally, it was for Carol, who co-produced and co-wrote the majority of the tunes on Moment Like This, which we will hear later on here in the show. Wow. While penning her lyrics, Carol drew inspiration from her loving family and an unyielding quest for living out her dreams. What? South Philly's own.
That's right.
What? The beautiful, y'all, what? The beautiful.
The legend.
Carol Riddick is with us right now. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Wow.
morning.
I just have, let me tell you, when I scout out the talent and the people that inspire me, that I want to bring on to the show to dig in and learn more about them, I was very intrigued by you.
Oh my
By
God.
you. Again, Philadelphia has so much talent, but to see people actually putting in the work and living out their dreams just over and over and over again, and not even minding that you collaborate with so many people before putting yourself first when you should be in the forefront. Hats off and kudos to you, and I'm just so honored that you're sitting in that chair right there, which is actually going to be off limits to anyone else. No one else will ever that shit. That's
on the other side of me. That's going into the Hall of Fame.
Yes, it is.
Hall of Fame.
Yes. Carol, welcome to the Midday Rush.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm honored to have you here.
And I just want to add on, I know you're married, and props to your husband. You are very beautiful.
Thank you.
Just want to add that on. Husband, don't beat me up. I just want to. Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
I will tell you that when we started promoting this show, that the legendary Carol Riddick was going to be here. So many people that poured out to us and responded, oh my God, I love her music. Again, for you to take time off from 2006 album to the new project that you're working on right now, and people still love and want you, that is awesome.
That's a blessing.
Yes.
And also, I used to sing in high school.
Okay.
So I remember that first time when somebody actually said, wait, sing again? You know, so I remember that. I remember that moment, but I don't remember like my first professional performance.
Right. I know. I think I started like in '93. Around '95, I did this show, Q102. I don't even know if they still on the air. They had this big talent show at the Marion Theater.
Philly Hot Radio, we took over.
Philly Hot Radio.
That's right.
Well, they had this big talent show, and I was one of the. I think I was the only comedian selected to perform, and I did it. It was at the Marion Theater. It was a big thing, and I did like 5 minutes. I still have it on tape. I had a good set, and I think I walked off the stage. I was like, I can do this. Like, I had that feeling like, I think I want to do this for real, professionally now. Did you ever have that, like, when you was like...
Every single show is like that for me because, and every time I say this to somebody, people look at me like I'm crazy, like I have a third eye, but because it's not of me, it's a gift that I have that I'm being used for, so I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to come out. I don't know if, you just don't know.
Right.
You can say, I'm gonna go shut it down, but you don't know. You may be shut down. You just don't know.
True.
So every show is like that for me. Every single show.
Cool.
The moment that you got your first deal.
Oh wow, yeah.
I know you have to remember that. What exactly did it feel like? And
you know what? I had mixed emotions. The first emotion was that I was overjoyed. I was elated because naturally, because I do what I love doing, and I'm so blessed and fortunate to be able to do what I love doing. But also because the first deal I had was with Motown. And at the time, Steve McKeever and Gerald Leslie were still there.
Okay.
So you're talking about, some really, I mean, you're talking about two gentlemen who know exactly what they were doing. They were very well established in the industry. So, and they had a great roster at the time. So I was in great company. So I was shocked, but I was elated as well. So, I was just ready.
Now, you was part of that Philly scene, like in, I guess, the early 2000s, the late 2000s with the Jill Scotts. What was that? Was that called the Black Lily? Was it?
I yes.
That scene, what was that? What was that like?
Breakthrough.
Yeah, the vibes, but
She was before that. Let me say that she was before that.
Yes.
See, you talking about Carol Ray, you gotta go back. You gotta go Blue Moon.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes.
Go Zanzibar Blue.
Zanzibar.
We ain't talking about Zanzibar on Broad Street. We talking about 11th Street.
Exactly.
Black don't crack.
Oh, yeah.
Again, she is giving today's artists a run for their money.
Okay.
So again, to look at her, you would not
Longevity.
think that it goes as far back as such, but definitely that voice.
Yes.
That voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's some of the, when growing up, what are some of the artists you listened to growing up?
My favorite is Nancy Wilson. I
Okay.
love her. Still listen to
And
Nancy.
a lot of these young new jacks, they wouldn't even
And
know.
they don't know.
Go, if you're listening, Google Nancy Wilson.
Listen to Guess Who I Saw Today. That is my song.
Right.
But, I mean, the Days of Wine and Roses, I was telling about you. I could go through her discography, as you see. But in any event, I love Nancy.
Right.
I love, of course, Stevie Prince.
Yeah.
In today's, are you specifically asking about?
Oh, yeah, we can do. I was talking about the past, but we can.
Oh, the past,
today,
okay.
who you listening to
Can we
today?
go back to the
If I,
past?
yeah, we go to the past.
As Jamal gets tongue-tied.
We can do the past. If you
on the spot.
I'll tell you what, we're going to let Jamal get himself together and also let Carol drink some more of her tea. Y'all know what it is. It is the Midday Rush with your girl, Simply Monica, my DJ Petai. Jamal Doman is in the building co-hosting with me. You guys, Black Ice is up next. We're not done with you yet, Miss Carol. We're not done with you. One punch and comes to what he fights his way. He goes boom, boom, boom. I got you, Monica. But that's how it goes down. But again, we have to pay the bills. DJ No Frills on the No Frills Mix Rush here on the Midday Rush Philly Hot Radio exclusively. Y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. What? It's on the ones and twos of my DJ Petai. But he's spinning today. What? For DJ No Frills. This is No Frills Rush. Y'all sit back, and we'll be right back.
So, but what I'm saying to say, like, this is just Philly is one of those breeding grounds, to where you almost would like not to like it because of the love it doesn't show.
Right.
But you're thankful for that because of the artist that it builds you into.
Yeah, how about that? How about
I can go up against.
I agree with that.
I can go up against coming up in Philly. If you got the nerve and the balls to get up on stage in Philly, you can get up on stage.
That's what, And it's funny, I got comics I came over in LA, they be like, yeah, I want to perform in Philly. Hook me up with a couple. I'll be like, yeah, I'm ready. Give us your guns, please. We ain't on Sunset Boulevard. We better come guns blazing. And it's funny, I know some comics, I be, in my mind, I know, and I always tell them, I always say, hey, the promoter, I give you the number of the promoter or whatever, but in my mind, they're like, they ain't gonna survive in Philly. They came with that little, I know they style. I know Philly would eat them up. Like, one thing with Philly, they're like sharks in the water. They can smell, they can smell it before they shore.
I know you fear.
That's why when you say you got that commanding, because you have to. Like, if you get up there, they're gonna be like, this who? They know this dude ain't sure about his
skin. If it does nothing else, it's sticking in your skin.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Philly either kill you.
But that's not a bad thing.
No, Philly either kill your dreams, or they gonna make you into something unforgettable.
I love you, man. worked from coffee houses to slamming the poetry circuit real hard, earning himself a loyal local following along the way. It wouldn't be long before he was taking his performances on the road. At a gig in New York City, hip-hop mogul Russell Simmons caught his act, and the poet's quest for nationwide recognition kicked into overdrive. This guy, what? He would appear on 5 consecutive seasons of Simmons-produced Def Poetry Jam on HBO, which led to a starring role in the Tony Award-winning Def Poetry Jam on Broadway. It was in 2004 when he made his breakthrough into hip-hop, appearing on both Method Man's Tycho Zero, the prequel, and Pete Rock's Soul Survivor 2. In 2006, he would team with producers Eric Booty Green and release his debut album, The Death of Willie Lynch, on the Koch label. That same summer, he opened up for R&B superstar Mary J. Blige on her world tour. What, he continues to tour venues all the way across the country from performances and speaking engagements, and is currently working on his sophomore album as well. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
None other than the hip-hop poet himself, Black Ice.
Black Ice.
Black Ice and the lovely Carol Riddick. You guys, they go hand in hand. If you guys don't know, again, you got to go back a couple of years, even though they black don't crack. And they both still look very, very youthful. These two have done things in the past together with several of the same artists. Yeah, they have done things together. So we have them here for you guys making history on the Midday Rush, Philly Hot Radio. Y'all know your girl Simply Monica is always full of surprises, and today is just like every day in my life.
It's a family up in here.
Yes, it's a family up in here. Black Ice, Carol Riddick.
Tickles me so much.
Tickles me so much. She makes it do what it's supposed to do.
You know,
No
main stations are monthly money. I'm telling you.
Listen, when somebody's energy could just tickle you, like, crazy. What's going on?
Welcome, Black Ice.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, what? Yes, I had to have you, okay? He tore the stage down. If you guys were not there last Wednesday night at Soul Comedy at Warm Daddy's, y'all missed a heck of a show and performance. This man's poetry is crazy. It's crazy.
Yes.
Because it speaks so much truth. And I can even see you being a teacher, because children mimic what they hear. And the way that you put the words and the way they come out, it makes someone want to repeat it. And what happens? We learn by what? Repetition.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's yours. It's all about you.
I don't really know what to say. Yeah, ask me some questions.
Take us back, 1993.
How did you come up with the name Black Ice?
He's black, Jamal.
I know that.
No, actually, no.
Black Fire was taken.
Very interesting story. Black Ice originally, back in 94, was a group. And it was myself, a brother named Dewey, Danko, and a brother named Aki. And
Everybody was named Aki back in 94. What's up, Aki?
No, not. But his name was Aki.
Okay.
Literally, and they were 4 dynamic. We were trying to achieve this 4 poets, 1 voice dynamic. And life happens. You know, people got jobs, lost jobs, whatever. So the group dissipated before it could take off. But and my man told me, you should keep it for yourself, the name. And I said, well, no, because it sounds kind of superhero-ish. But at the same time, I was tired of people like coming to the stage, give it up for brother Lamar. There's nothing cool about Lamar, So anyway, fast forward, long story is horrible. I went up to Avi O'Doon from the Last Poets House up in Harlem. He has these Sunday men's sessions, and I guess he thought, the New York cats was all baggy and whatnot, and I was pretty streamlined, couture, So I guess he kind of thought that I was going to be, at the same time, it was like Love Jones was out. So it's like, oh, you one of them Love Jones niggas. I bet you one of them Love Jones poets, huh? I was like, yeah, bet on that. So then when I spit on him, he was like kind of taken back, and he said, wow, I didn't know that's what you was going to do. He's like, you stuck up on me like Black Ice. So that was the first always. My father and my grandfathers were always, they were very militant father. He was a communist when I was coming up. He 13, he had me reading books on Leninism and Marxism and socialism and Plato's Republic, and you know, it's 13. I had no idea what that stuff meant at all. But and he always told me to never let them see you coming. You know, always be the spook who sat by the door. You know, meaning, you know, they say in this movie, Spook Who Sat by the Door, when a black man enters a building, if he has a suit on, you can see him. If he has a janitor suit on, he's invisible.
Wow.
You know, and I took that between that saying and my grandfather always telling me, if the poet is not in trouble with the king, he's in trouble with his work. That's what's been my fuel.
I have an idea.
Sure.
As you speak, and Carol, you sitting there looking so lovely, can you do a little bit of poetry, a couple of lines, then Carol, I want you to sing to it and go back and forth about 3 times with that. Can we do that?
Oh wow.
Yes.
So many times I tried to love, so many times I failed at it. I shift the blame to hurt from my past, tried but just couldn't let go of it.
So without shame, I exclaim, I love her. The wind hover between us remains wordless and loud like Sunday choirs we shout. For spirit and soul wrapped in true love can only sing. Trapped in you love can only bring out our greatest we. Give my life on love's battlefield if she is to be my Valkyrie and walk me into the next life. Stand taller than my earth height for her in this existence. My resistance is futile. Ooh, how my kundalini vibrates at thoughts of her. And when those thoughts occur, I'm left thinking how thoughtful of a universe to offer me such a beautiful vision to feast my eyes on every day, in every way. Left full like Thanksgiving meals. Our Thanksgiving spills abundantly, angst-driven undersea. We replace fear with faith. Faced our reflection in each other's eyes and refused to look away from the truth that stared in return. See, we learn pain is a choice. Like love, it's a voice that only we give permission to speak. We peak when her torturous shriek is depleted. Affirmations repeated form force field around our conjunction. What gumption we have to be so in tune. Not even the universe can impugn that we paraloon despite gravity's limitations. We incite ethereal simulations so real we can almost feel the moon dust clutch between our palms. Our story, that of parables and psalms of how love conquers all. We, arms for its ill-fated, words, melodies, and metaphors memorized and restated as if mantra or sora. We cite for sore eyes that still hold hope in the painter's optical parameter, the pentameter in the poet's pen that passed upon his palate, his reason for recitation. See, we, resuscitation after being breathless. We deathless. Popularly opinionated as the contrary to that which might expire, optimally fixated on voluntary desire. See, we choose to be here, refuse to see here anything less than divinity, yet primitively we adore as if we know nothing more than to do just this. Trust this will see us through like new mornings and yesterday's lessons. In yesterday's blessings descend from a God delightfully tickled at our ascension. Upon command, the heavens stand at attention and perform for us. We climate control, the weather reforms for us, for we sunshine and warm amidst the cloud, cold, and storm of this living. This form of giving is nothing less than daily treasure as we create creation in all its ugly and beauty and pain and pleasure. For all those that come within our circumference to truly discover that without shame, I exclaim, I love her.
You gotta bring it home, Carol. You got to bring it home.
Flight of a new voyage, but traveling with old luggage. Guess my old pain trumps my new joy. Want a love and I know that I'm ready. I want a love like I've never been heard before. I wanna give like I know I can give so much more. I
right here on the Midday Rush.
A classic.
What?
This is a
And it's
classic
all been
show.
recorded by Mozart the Great, and it's going up on YouTube, y'all. What exclusive? I guarantee you the hits on that is gonna be crazy. Petai is smoking up in here, and I need you to what some black ice up in this camp. I need you to chill me off, cool me off. Get it together, y'all. It is the Midday Rush, Philly Hot Radio. We will be right back. Okay, well, Carol, again, it's so nice to have you here in the studio with us today. Again, you took some time off. However, you really haven't taken any time off. You've still been working. You definitely have been working since 2006 when you dropped your last album. You have a new album that you're working on right now that I already know that it's going to be crazy. We just heard that voice hasn't gone anywhere. It has just gotten better. As they say, with beer fermented. Fermented? Yeah, the voice has fermented.
I like that.
What can we expect from you? I mean, because you've given us so much greatness.
Oh, wow. You know what, on this project, well, with the first project, as you said, I wrote and produced a lot, and on this project I was a canvas of sorts, and I just opened myself to the creativity of other writers. I worked predominantly with Carvin and Ivan in Philadelphia.
Wow.
And it was a learning process for me, but with this project, I'm trying to demonstrate growth and versatility. I'm trying to share that, I should say, with everybody, because I realize that I've grown, and you know, life will teach you some things. So I'm trying to share that. I know I'm a very guarded person, so I'm trying to share that more on this project.
Now, I have to ask you this, because again, it's a lot of artists that have come up since 2006, since your last project. And I know that you do listen to other music from other artists as well. Have you, from what I heard from you today, you have not changed at all. You've only gotten better. I mean, if you could even have gotten any better, you know what I mean? You're just there. But with the artists that are out today, did you ever say to yourself, you know what, maybe I need to do this a little bit different because this artist over here is doing that, or no, I want to stay Carol Riddick. I'm not changing for anybody, regardless of what's going on in the industry right now. I'm Carol Riddick.
I have no desire to be anyone other than who I am, and I'm trying to perfect her. I know that perfection does not exist. I realize I'm a work in progress, so I'm trying to do the best that I can and be the best that I can at all times. But I applaud those who are doing the same with their individual selves.
Wow.
Yeah, what you think of the Phillies?
When we first started out, we were doing our thing. There was an event to attend practically every night.
Right.
So we were all we were honing our own individual crafts, but we were supporting
each other.
Yeah, we were supporting each other. So I don't know if I honestly don't know if that exists now. You know, and I know that it does not exist on the level to which we experience. But I can't legitimately say.
Yeah, because Charlie Mack is doing this Philly hip hop documentary, and I went to the taping up there. Schoolie D and MC Breeze just said the same thing. They said if Schoolie D had a show back in '88, everybody in Philly came to the show. Backstage,
there was a camaraderie.
He said even if Schoolie just showed up 5 minutes before he's supposed to perform and didn't perform and then left maybe 5 minutes, still everybody was there to see him. It's not there no more.
It's an amazing thing happened because you know we were at this foundational renaissance, like this foundational level of this renaissance that happened through Philadelphia.
Right.
You know, at the time, we're going back to the days like Silk City, you know, with Jafar Barron and you know, and New Jazz Emissaries, you know, with Jeff Bradshaw and them. You're going back to the 5 Spot, which was actually our oldest, right? North Star Bar. The 5 Spot came kind of on the end, you know.
But still, now speaking of that, not to cut you off, I remember going to 5 Spot a couple of times, and that's what I was going to say. Like your genre it's not like it used to be. Because like how you performed last week, I missed that. Like I haven't seen that in the city in a long time, like since 5 Spot.
And we used to have, but I remember when Jill had Words and Sounds.
Exactly.
At 3801, you know what I mean? And where you had, you know, you just had this amazing plethora of talent, you know, but also what happened was in that late 90s, everybody started getting discovered.
Do you guys remember Hollywood Palace? out in
Oh,
West
absolutely.
Yes.
You know,
Oh, absolutely.
So everybody gets discovered and starts going their own way.
Own way.
And see, when we grow up, as we grow up, things happen, life happens, ego happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, like success. You know, success is one of the meanest shots of dope.
Yes.
You know, success and fame is one of the meanest shots of dope you can get.
We all have.
You know, and so the scene has changed because people have matured, went on about their way, but also people have been tainted, people have been bruised, battered, and some find the light out of that. This is a treacherous business that we in. You know, and a lot of cats don't come. You know, it's like going away. You know, in the service, a lot of cats don't come back. You know, a lot of cats come back but don't come back. You know, it's a hell of a tour of duty.
And that's exactly what it is.
In this music industry, and that's what you. So the scene has diminished because kind of the aftermath.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, you guys, we are talking what Philly music. We have the
True,
legendary
sir.
Carol Riddick here. We have Black Ice in the building. My co-host Jamal Doman. Got One Punch Carp in here and Mozart the Great. We're going to go to commercials, some more Carol Riddick's music. You guys, when we come right back, we have them still here in the studio. We're going to be talking to them, still picking their brains. If you guys don't know, you better go to YouTube. You better look these two people up. They're legendary in the city of Philadelphia.
I want a chair. Anybody else? Anybody say, this is your chair when you get back, homie? No.
When you're on the Midday Rush, one thing we say here is that you have been rushed. You do not have to be asked to come back. You can come back whenever you want to. Any progress you're working on, you hit me up, you can email it to me, or you can, like One Punch does, you come right through and you actually get the code to our door.
Just show up.
All right. Yeah.
I get the code to the door.
One Punch just show
And
up.
what time do y'all leave?
Is that South Philly in you?
Oh no, I'm from the sorry, from the Badlands.
Oh, that's West Philly. Okay.
North Philly.
No Philly, Richard Allen Projects. You know what it is.
Yeah, you from Richard
I'm
Allen?
from Richard Allen, Badlands, Richard Allen.
Wow. Again, it has been a great day, and we are not done yet. You guys, again, we have Black Ice in the building. You guys heard him with that poetry, and then collaborated for the first time, you guys, with Carol Riddick. That was beautiful. We got it on tape.
Yes,
They don't know they're gonna sign these disclosure statements before
I'm
they
selling it at Broadnary today. Broadnary. We give y'all $5 to get y'all cut. Got that $5, $7.50 a piece.
Already text Tyson, he knows we coming.
Okay.
He knows that we coming. Again, Carol, you have a new project that you're working on.
Yes, the new project is titled Love Phases. So there are songs, this project comprises songs in every phase of falling in love, falling out of love. So I'm anxious to share it.
So we can actually help our advice column today. She was worried about, she wanted to know if it was a friend, a lover, or a soulmate. So she needs to wait until your album comes out, and then she can find out where she really is.
She needs to love herself first.
Yeah.
She needs to love herself enough.
Yes. Well, she gonna find out. She gonna learn that day when that album comes out. Black Ice, you got some major things that are actually going on. You have some collaborations that you're about to do, going out on tour. Tell us about it.
Oh wow! Teray and Teray and I decided to put together our skill set and do something called State of the Union.
Oh, that's gonna be hot.
Which is kind of like
They were showing up with two bald heads
it's based on political satire,
Right.
but it's when deaf comedy meets deaf poetry. I'm also working on my one-man show called Self Help.
Okay.
Which is it's me on stage for about an hour and a half, and I'm just going, and I take people through a journey of everything and everyone that I've done to try and get to a better me. You know, and it's hilarious, and it's emotional, and it's it's profound and enlightening and entertaining. And all
Can you
those
use
things.
words that I know how to spell and understand?
He said, when he was doing his poem, he said a word, I meant to write it down. I was going to ask him about it. And then it was a word I can't even recall.
Was it Paralone?
Yeah, that was it. That was, man, just spell that for me. Just tell me.
Paralone is Perilune.
Okay.
And it means to be in orbit of the moon.
Oh, okay.
And if you forget
Like
that,
my
it's
grandmother said, you learn something new every day.
But that's what you forget, it's P-E-R-I, loon.
Okay.
And it means run around.
But other than that, myself and Danny Simmons, who's Russell's older brother, we're producing the 10-year reunion tour for Def Poetry on Broadway.
Okay.
Wow, that's amazing.
You know, I wanted to ask you, when you first did the first season, did y'all know it was gonna be that big, that sensation when y'all was taping?
We knew that it was gonna be special because we knew how much Russell and Stan had stuck their necks out to give us a platform to say very politically incorrect things, very feisty things. So we knew that it was going to take off. We didn't know to the extent, like we didn't know we were going to go to Broadway and create a theatrical show or win the Tony for that matter. But we definitely
a Tony Award.
Thank you.
Tony Award winner.
Right,
And,
a Tony Award winner.
You know, for those listening, that's
Sitting
like
right
the
here
Soul
in
Train
the Midday
Awards, like theater.
I need them to know.
Because my homies called me like, you on the what award?
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I got on the FBI no-fly list because of that poetry. My man Amir Suleiman, Amiri Baraka, rest in peace. You know, Imamu got stripped of his poet laureate title in Jersey. New Jersey legislature passed laws to strip him of his poet laureate title. We all got labeled unpatriotic. And you know, for about 2 years, every time I went to go fly, I would get ushered into a room, and they would go through my bags and my books and all that stuff. But it was cool for me because I go back around the way and cats like, oh, you know, throw the money on the ground. I'm like, they ain't looking for me. They on me. I'm on the list. You know, and like I said, you know, my grandfather always said, the poet's not in trouble with the king, he's in trouble with his words. So. And like Carol said, I'm a vessel, so you know, I'm just the messenger. The message comes through me. So.
Now I do have a question, and this is actually directed towards both of you. When we speak of again Philly artists, Philly talent, Philly support, Philly, your journeys are not done. You're basically like right in the middle of your journeys, you know, at this stage, and you've been doing it for a while. Do you see yourself at some time actually coming back to Philly and actually teaching? Because both of you have a talent and a craft that you own, and I know you don't mind sharing it, but do you see yourself at some point mentoring or teaching what you do?
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that I believe we both do. We do that now, and we do that without even trying to do it because our craft, by the grace of God, speaks for us. So, you know, I believe we're educators in that sense.
Yeah, and then it's funny, you know, as a poet, you know, it's almost synonymous. So I'm you know, I'm on stage. I'm very blessed to be able to get on stages, big stages, humongous, unbelievable stages. But I really believe that's fueled by my grassroots initiatives, like being willing to go into a prison and kick it with the brothers in prison, being willing to go into schools and juvenile homes and you know and put that community work in. And that's what I believe it balances off. The reason why I get the big shows is because I'm so willing to do the grunt work.
Exactly.
You know, and so it goes hand in hand. I don't.
It does.
I don't necessarily know if I'll teach full time because I'm not for bureaucracy. And now when I go into a school, I'm relief for the children because I'm the part of the day where they get to express themselves in a way that they can't express themselves no other time. And a lot of times being stuck in that bureaucracy will kill that because you have to do what they tell you to do.
But if I might interject, you are still educating. Just being in their presence and speaking with them, especially when you use the word parallel.
Yes.
You're educating. And I didn't mean to make light of that at all. I'm not discounting that at all.
Wow.
But and that's what I was saying, just being in their presence and speaking with them, I believe that by our work, we're educating them as we go along. As we learn. We're still learning. We're making our mark, so we're educating as we go.
And I try,
if it's okay to speak for you in that.
Please, speak with me all you want.
But I get that like in stand-up, like, you know, even though you laugh, and I always like to, you're going to leave my show with something. You're gonna, you know,
it's a platform.
Yeah, you're going to leave it with some kind of, I'm going to drop some jewels, and it may be in a funny way, but you're going to leave it and be like, yeah. I have people hit me up and be like, oh, yeah, I kind of remember that joke you do about, you know, so.
I mean, I think the artists that I remember throughout time are the ones who take that upon themselves to not just entertain people, but to give themselves to people. Because when you give yourself fully to some, you know, as an artist, when you give yourself to your audience, you are, like Carol said, you are educating them, you are entertaining them, you're enlightening them, you're giving them something to relate to.
Exactly.
You know, this is our responsibility as artists. A lot of us get caught up. I'm very thankful for my I call it a slow simmer. Some cats boil, you know, and you know, when you boil out. You know, some cats stay cold. I've been, you know, Carol, myself, I feel like we've been on a slow simmer. Slow simmer mean 3 hours later, that thing tastes that much better.
That much sweeter, isn't it?
Right. So, and I think that's just what we, as artists, my favorite artists, the best artists to me, the most memorable artists are the ones who do leave that kind of mark. Whether you're a comedian, whether you're a vocalist, or an instrumentalist, or a poet.
It's the Midday Rush with Simply Monica at PHILLYHOTTRadio.com.
We're back. You know what it is. Jamal Doman, the People's Champ. I'm here. Midday Rush. Simply Monica got one punch. Simon Carter House.
The real champ. People's champ.
You the real champ. Yeah, I don't fight. I press charges. That's what I do. I don't fight at all. This one comedian got beat with me. In LA, he don't like me. Black Ice. This one comedian text me. He don't like me. He gonna tell me I want to fight you. Where you want to meet at so we can fight? I said, meet me at the police station. Only place you gonna find me at.
Jamal, I'm here with you.
I don't fight. You know, I don't listen. I may be from the hood, but I tell jokes. That's what I do.
Jamal, I cannot do this with you.
We in here, man. I'm feeling good, man. It's legendary in here.
Yes.
Legendary. It is. Legendary. Black Ice.
Yes, sir.
Carol Riddick in the house.
Hello.
One punch in the house.
That's
Simply Monica. Call you one. He's one punch, you one take. Man.
All right.
One take line.
I've done radio shows. I've never seen. Usually, you know, they need like 3 takes. You one take.
Listen, she run it down like Montel Jordan's. Montel Williams.
Montel Williams.
Like, you want to figure that out? We'll be right back. I've never heard, like, I've been tickled all day. Like, the
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys. And I'm so honored that you guys even agreed to come and sit with me here on the Midday Rush. It's just a pleasure of mine. I mean, and I love doing what I do because I get to meet the legends like you guys. You know, I just really enjoy what I'm doing.
I want a question from Miss Riddick.
Okay.
Where can I get that song from? Where can anybody download it? Is it ready to be? Is it
It will
iTunes
actually
yet?
be available in March for download.
Okay.
Ooh, my birthday month is so much stuff is going
Write
to
a
happen.
reminder to myself because I'm got to make sure I got to get that song. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's.
And I am honored to be the first DJ to have it.
Yeah. Now, definitely. Black Ice, where can we find your stuff?
Oh, man.
I know you're all over it.
No, my album is on iTunes. Anything that
Your website?
legendarybblackice.com, but it's under construction, so if you go there, you're just going to be in an empty room.
That's my website.
You'll walk into my domain name, you're just going to be in there. Like, right. Hello! There's no content on there whatsoever. But no, you can always go on Russell's All Deaf Digital, the network, Russell's new online network. I'm constantly on that. I put like a new video out every week on that. You can always hit me up, you know, Twitter, Facebook. I'm more of a stage performer. I've gotten very comfortable and loving with me being on stage. So me recording, I don't know if that's going to happen too much, you know, just because I think my love affair is a stage, is an audience performance.
Your words are crazy. That's all I want to say. How one can stay mad at you or not be in love with just you and your talent. It's crazy.
I'm a piece of work. You'd be surprised.
We're artists.
We are creative.
I'm a writer.
So basically, you guys that are listening, if you guys want to see or anything with Black Ice, you have to follow him on his social media to find out where he's at and get those tickets and come out to see him, because as he said, he's a stage performer and you really have to be in the same room to get it all. I mean, don't cheat yourself, because that's what you're doing. If you try to watch it on YouTube or you're cheating yourself. It's not the same. It's definitely not the same.
I got a chance to see this brother live, and I'm telling you, no hashtag
and
no
for
words.
your birthday.
No word. And it was my birthday. Yeah. Hashtag no words. The brother's performance is just that. No words. You definitely like capture the audience, the energy, the vibe, everything. It was just crazy.
Give thanks, man. Well, you know, Black Ice has always been. I have never heard somebody run down their thing the way she runs her thing. One take.
Did you not hear me ask where the teleprompter was?
But listen.
Wait, did you just...
First of all, to walk in on the what was the conversation when we walked in? Was it the letter? It was the letter from the girl who don't know whether she the side John, the trail dust, or the.
You said trail. Wait, I'm stuck on that. But yeah, she wanted to know where her place was. She wasn't sure. So we walked in on a lot of things. Then we went to the horoscopes.
Oh gosh.
Did Jamal not shut it down with the horoscopes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I can't wait. When are you coming back? I can't wait to come back.
I'm trying to. Well, we need to coordinate. I mean, like we did
Right, because we
today.
can't come here without each other.
No, we can't.
And you got a chair and stuff too. So.
But I share.
I get shared with.
Ran off the elevator. We came in to Bum Rush.
Simply Monica.
Yes.
The Midday Rush.
Yes.
Philly Hot Radio.
That's what I'm talking about. My Charlie.
What's up, people? This is legendary Black Ice in the box with Media 3 Group.
Hey, it's your girl, Simply Monica, and you're live in the box with Media 3.
Hey, y'all. I am Karen Riddick, and you are live in the box with Media 3.
Simply Monica.